Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome the f back. All right. And as you can see on the screen, we are right back at it with Lars Alexandersson. The video or trailer for him dropped today. Let's go ahead. We're going to do just as we did last time. We're going to take a quick look through the video, and then we're going to come back and go through each frame, see what we see. Let's get right to it. All right, so we got him sliding in on his oh damn, on his deflash. He's very electric. I like that. Kind of like Yakuza Mr. Mishima was. Also, we got a lot of dynamic entry. It looks like we had the interaction. There's a lot going on here that we can talk about. Those first parts were just normal combos, I think. Okay, here's the heat stuff. Oh, that's interesting. That backflip, I don't think sent them that far before. Okay, now he has a dive kick. I think he had a dive kick before. I don't know if it was that electric, though. He's on his Barry Allen right now. Boom. It's electric. Look at him. Oh, my God. He's got Chidori, too? This man is the Flash. Okay, that's got to be his rage art. That was insanely electric. You know, and we ain't talking, well, we might be talking Dwayne Johnson. All right, let's go back. We're going to slow it down and see what we can see. Obviously, put it on mute here. And let's see what we can see. Boo, boo, boo. 5. All right. So we're starting off getting ready for the next battle. Let's skip all of this. Don't need to see that again. My man slides in. Man slides in something smooth. Look at him. All right. And then we get to the move. I wonder if I can put it in 4K while we're at least viewing it in this, like at this speed. Because we're going to be stopping it a lot. So maybe we can view it in 4K. All right, here we go. So, starting... So I think, yep, that's so his 1, 2, 3, and then he goes into his dynamic. From his dynamic, we have that. That's a new low. I think that was part of his heat moves. That looked like the low sweep that he did during his heat move when we'd watched it fully. There's just so much going on, I couldn't talk about it. So then he does a overhead grab. That was cool. He gets the dunk. We're seeing a lot of jacks here, which we haven't seen before. Interesting. He looks awesome, by the way. So that was what, like a 1, 2 dynamic into a low. Let's rewind that. So we have boot 3. It's like a back 3, 2 dynamic into a low. Oh, okay, that kick must go into this grab. So his overhead goes over Jax's low. That's like a forward 1, 2, I think, into the dynamic, into a kick. So we seen from the dynamic that he's had a kick, and then that slide is interesting. I haven't seen that slide before. Or no, that's his other entry. I can't remember what it's called right now, sorry. But that's his other entry, I guess. But it has a little lightning to it, so that's interesting. I wonder if that's going to be part of his heat as well. So we had him with the combo. I think it's like a back 2, 3 or something like that. Doesn't really matter. But really what's good is or what we're trying to look at here. Let's rewind. So yeah, that's the dynamic. Okay, so they're showing us different dynamic moves that he has and the different things it can do. I don't know if that was an overhead or not, but it's interesting how it looks. So if we see it here, it gets him maybe a mid. So, and then he gets the bounce off of it, right? So he gets the follow up into a wall bounce, and then he gets the wall interaction. It kind of explodes. He then follows up with like I don't know, 3. Oh, that's his That's new. That's his kick that he had, but he ends it with a ground slam now instead of the like twist kick he used to do. I don't know the names of the moves, guys. I'm sorry. But I definitely know that he used to do like a spin kick at the end of this, and now he slams him down. So basically that's going to be a true wall combo ender, which is really cool. So let's see that one more time here. It's boom, bow. Yeah, because it comes out of his dynamic pose. It's a kick. I can't remember what it's called. So that's interesting. So that was all pretty much just showing off his dynamic entry and showing its utility kind of regularly without the heat. And I think now is kind of the intro into the heat stuff. So we get a, I don't know, like a back two dynamic entry, or the other entry there. I can't remember what it's called. The slide entry is what I'm gonna call it. Then he goes straight into his heat, and does his heat engage combo, like a back 2-3 or something, into another combo, and then kind of showing you, oh, so this is new. This is new. This previous combo, nothing was new at the end there, I don't think. Okay, so we have this dash. Everyone will have a normal or a regular dash like that. And then that, but no, that's not what I was looking at. This is new. This stomp, yeah, that's 100% new. And it actually looks like you can, as he did here, combo into it pretty easily, which means he has a few dynamic things he can do, or a few things he can do from his dynamic and his slide entry. So that was a stomp. So it's a low, look guaranteed, interestingly enough. Goes into this, the palm, which goes into the slide. This all looks guaranteed. And that obviously is the ender. So we have our slide entry, boom, into a kick. He would have gotten through anyways, because I believe that would have eaten the attack. So our slide entry, nope, that was not our slide entry. Let's see what we have actually. So it gets kicked. Okay, it's a dash. Dash into, oh, a shoulder charge. I believe that's new as well. So that might be only in while he's in heat. While he's in the heat mode. I hate that it's called that. But that may be while he's only in the heat mode that he can do that. Kind of makes sense because of his dash being more powerful. I don't think you'd be able to do that out of a normal dash. Maybe it's like the tackle mechanic. And we see here that Kazuya gets, that's a large amount of stun, right? So he's able to follow up pretty easily. And he goes into his dynamic, I believe. Yep, dynamic, boom. Yeah, that's interesting that. So let's take another look at this because there's a lot going on here. Dashes, shoulder charges, goes into dynamic, and then it, oh no, goes into the slide into the dynamic. Did y'all see that? So he goes into the slide into the dynamic. It looks like a double cancel or something. So shoulder charge, this is one, and then this is a cancel into the dynamic, excuse me, and then it goes into that low that I was seeing earlier, that I was talking about. So this low here, this must be like a main mix-up move. That, boom. And then that actually allowed him to, maybe it's a finisher that he combos and turns into Barry Allen again. Yep, the slide entry into an elbow. The elbow looks like a high, but it follows up combo, dashes into another elbow into his, basically just like a 1-2 combo, back maybe forward 1-2 or something. You never know because the moves could change in the heat mode, so I don't want to call them out if they're different. But bam, right there. Then he goes into like basically just a 1-2 into his dynamic entry into the palm. So that was cool. Then we have his slide entry, counter attack, buyout, hits him, and then this is where he does his insane rage art. Boom. So we actually had a lot going on there, you know, and then he turns into actual lightning. Thunder and lightning. Yeah. And then he hits him with the Chidori. Like he's Naruto in the gang. I mean, it looks just like it. Look at that. That looks insanely good in slow motion. Then he slides out like a G. That was interesting. I wonder if there's anything I missed there. There's just so much going on. Let's go back one more time and just kind of take a look at everything a little bit faster. Boom. Bow. Boom. Yeah, so we've seen all that. Insane with the dunk. Oh, we're still in 4K. I'm like, why am I skipping? Let's go to 1080. I could probably play it in 4K, but it'll skip too much for my liking. Yeah. Yeah, we've seen all this. We kind of see. So this is all of his like out of heat stuff, and he's going into the dynamic and the slide pose. I just cannot remember what this the slide is called. But they're basically, this entire video is basically them at the beginning. They're saying, okay, this is how his moves look without the heat mechanic, right? And some of them are new, and some of them you'll recognize, right? And then they're like, and this is how it'll look with the heat mechanic, right? And then they do some of the same moves. So they do that. I wish I could find it easier, but they do the sweep. They do that low. They do the dashing. That's like a new move altogether. I think this is where they do the sweep here. Yeah, this is where they do the sweep, right? Bam, that one right there. And then you can see that same move here earlier in the boom. Dang, that was perfect timing actually. So that same exact move earlier in the trailer right there. Right, so they're just kind of showing you the different things you can do, the different properties the moves will have when you're in that state. Because as I said in the previous video, that state will be kind of the staple of how you're going to want to play this game, and it'll be probably what they mostly balance around, right? Like the moves that you can do in that state. But I'm looking forward to seeing kind of what Jax can do. I'm hoping he's going to be the next character, because they haven't, I thought they were going to release him this time, but maybe they're saving Jax and I think it's, I can't remember who else it's going to be, but I want to see Jax, so maybe they're saving him for last. Lars is cool, and I'm sure there's plenty of Lars fans out there. I think there's like he has actually a pretty big fan base, but I never got too deep into him. So that being said, like the video if you leave a like. Damn it, you heard it. If you leave a like the video, okay? But if you like the video, leave a like. Other than that, this has been TEKKEN. We will see you in the next one. Be safe, be blessed, and I'm out.